back. This is Running with Dr. Andrew. I'm Andrew. I'd like to do a few things for you today. We're going to do 1 mile time trial and do a 12-week session of doing parachute work as well as plyometrics to see if we can improve my 1 mile time trial. We'll see you later. I got done with my 1 mile time trial. I did it at 6:41, a few 6:41 or so. So I'll put that on the screen there, so that way you can see it. So the next thing that we're going to do some parachute running. We're going to do a couple 100 meter runs, and maybe a couple 200 meter runs, and one 400 meter run for this week. Okay, we're going to do today, we're going to do some plyometric exercises. First, you're going to do a 5-minute warm-up of doing some type of warm-up exercises. You're going to do some high knee type of stuff, and it's going to drive your knee up a little bit better. And so driving your knee is important. What happens is with endurance runners, we don't drive our knee enough. And so that should help get your knee up, turn your legs over a little bit better. And also doing some butt kick. Sometimes same thing, you're not getting that heel up high enough to drive over. And you want to make sure that that knee is doing that motion there. And also we're going to do some lunging type of exercises. That's going to really help open up the hips a little bit more for you to kind of drive your hips forward. And remember, you want your momentum to go forward rather than up. And so that kind of helps you stretch those muscles to getting warmed up for some plyometric exercises. And also doing some power skipping. That's really important to really get your knee up and drive up to explode and get that explosion that you need for a quick turnover for increase your speed for your race. Whether if it's a 5K, mile, 2 mile, up to a marathon, and maybe even ultra marathoners to drive their knees, the ones that are wanting for speed, definitely get your hips to drive a little bit more. And then also we're going to do some parachute work. And so this is going to help, something we're going to do new just to see if this is going to improve my mile time. And today my mile time was 6:41. And so we're going to see in 12 weeks, we're going to see if that's going to help improve my mile time. Tough. Get on legs feel burning. Oh gosh. Yeah, one more at 400, and then we can do it here and finish right here. I'm gonna time myself to see where I'm at. And that concludes that run, and I'm tired. Okay, today's workout included some jumping from the ground onto a bleacher trying to get some explosion. So I did 10 repetitions of that. Also did some eccentric loading where I was on the bench and stepping down, loading my muscles eccentrically meaning the muscles are stretching, and so that gets your springs ready for explosion up. So I'm trying to get a little bit more explosion to my legs, so that way it improves my speed with all races, 5K all the way up to marathon. And so I did 10 jumps, 10 bleacher eccentric loading with both legs and single leg. And so I did that for 10 repetitions. And then we did the parachute run. First we did 2 100-meter runs, and it was kind of a little difficult because the wind was in certain directions, so I did kind of pull you a little differently. There's 2 parachutes on there, but in both ways it seemed to be okay. I was able to kind of really get a good workout, especially when I was running towards the wind. So if you do have a parachute, it's always better to go towards the wind if you really want a good pull and good workout with that. So definitely I was able to really drive my hips a little bit more, really push, and get a little bit of resistance. So we call that, when we have resistance behind us, we call that posterior loading, really getting your glutes fired and to push off a little bit better there too. So rather than, a lot of runners will get comfortable and get into that comfortable running in the saddle type of posture. So this really helps you get your posture a little bit more, get you on your toes more, and that will help improve speed. So we did 2 of those. Then I did, on the track, I did 2 200-meter runs as well. Again, same thing, the wind, you kind of have to play with the wind a little bit too. Good thing there is 2 parachutes, so you get some different resistance, side-to-side motion, which I think is important because a lot of times you will be running on an uneven road, or you have some wind blowing to one side or to the other, so it gets that lateral movement involved, so you get a little bit different strengthening with that. So we did 2 of those, and then I did 1 400-meter around the track, and that again a little differently with the different type of wind movement, and so that way it gives a little different angle on my body whenever I push off. So that's going to be week number 1 on the parachute plyometric type of exercises. So we'll try to do that 12 weeks, and then we'll see at the end of 12 weeks, we'll see if my time improves on that 1 mile. So stay tuned each week there to see what I'm up to. All right, so I hope everyone keeps safe, keep running, and we'll see you next time.